Today, I'm going to be trading Yordan Álvarez to his biggest rival, the Texas Rangers, to see if he can win them a World Series. And Yordan Álvarez has been on an absolute tear this season. Like, at the moment, he's leading all American League categories and batting stats right now, so he's got to be the front runner for American League MVP. So yeah, losing him is going to be a massive hit for the Houston Astros, but as you can see, now he's on the Rangers, and for Texas, this is a huge pickup, man, because they really need to find a superstar bat. Like, they haven't been absolutely terrible this year, but they're on the outside looking in if they want to make the playoffs. Like, they're only half of a game out of a wildcard spot right now, but either way, that race for the final wildcard spot in the American League is going to be crazy to end off the season. So having a bat like Yordan Álvarez would definitely help them a whole lot. But anyways, to start off the year, it looks like our first game is going to be against the Phillies. And it looks like Álvarez is hitting second in the lineup right now, but the first batter couldn't do anything, so there's one down for us. And I did get off to 2 strikes early there, but I worked it to a full count. And we're gonna strike out either way. That would have been a ball, but the fastball got me. So that's not exactly what I was looking for in our first at bat as a Ranger, but either way, it looks like Texas did still score a run after that. So we have a 1-0 lead in the third. There we go. That is gonna be murked from Yordan Álvarez. A perfect. The first time we actually get the bat on the ball, we hit a 440-foot home run. Like, if that's not a crazy start to your debut, I don't know what is. So we already have a 2-0 lead over the Phillies. But anyways, now we're coming back out here in the 7th inning, and I did just pop up in the 5th, so we've only got the 1 hit, which is a home run in this game, but either way, the Rangers are still winning. It's 5-3 right now, so it looks like the bats have kind of come alive. We kind of got to rely on the bullpen to win this one, though, so I'd like to get another run here. Oh, no, we're going to strike out again with Yordan. So that is going to end the 7th inning. And honestly, that's probably going to be our final at bat of the game as well. So I'm hoping the bullpen holds on. And it looks like we still have that 2-run lead in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Phillies are currently down to their final out. So all we got to do is get one more out. And we are going to start the season off with a win. And it looks like we got him at first base. So that's a great start for the Rangers. We're going to take down one of the most overpowered teams in the MLB. And unfortunately, we weren't able to sweep or anything like that, but we did win game 2 as well. So that is a massive series win to start off the season. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to our home opener, and we had one more series in between against the Orioles, which we did once again win 2-1. So now it's time to see what we can do against the Cincinnati Reds, who are currently 3-3 on the season. And we absolutely destroyed the Reds in game 1, but we did lose game 2. So hopefully we can take another 2-1 series win here. It all comes down to game 3. Like, obviously a series sweep is nice to see, but if we keep winning series 2-1, we're gonna have a great record by the end of the year. Like, all I'm focused on is sneaking into the playoffs, man, because it's not like we have a super team or anything. Yordan's really our best hitter, so I gotta make sure that he has a good year. And so far we have, but we're not off to a great start to the game. We're gonna ground out. Either way, though, after grounding out with Yordan, it looks like we did still score a run after that, so we're up 1-0 coming into the 3rd inning. That should be a base hit at the very least, man. We got a lot of that one. I don't think it's gonna go, but it looks like it is gonna go all the way to the wall. So that's gonna be a double from Álvarez, which has us in scoring position. Since there is 2 outs in the inning, though, it's going to be pretty difficult to try and score here. And I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a pop-up. Oh, dude, I thought it was going to drop for a second. It looked a bit shallow. And it looks like that 1-0 lead has lasted all the way to the 6th inning. And that should be another double from Yordan, man. And this time, there is nobody out. Hold on, if he's got a cannon, he might actually get me. We're good. We're at second. After the double, though, Lanford did just ground out. So there's 1 out for Berger. I need this guy to at least get a base hit, man. Like, if we made it to second, just to get... Hold on. Oh, it's not going to be through, but we are at 3rd now. So I guess Higashioka is our last hope to try and score a run here. Come on, dude. Please make it to 1st. There was no outs in the inning, and we were at 2nd base. That really sucks. I was hoping we'd be able to score from 2nd there, but we're back out in the 8th inning. That should just be an easy one. There's no way he turns the corner there. So we're going to hold him at 1. But now we're back out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and it looks like we still only have a 1-0 lead. It's been... Hold on. Oh, is that going to drop? that's going to be close. I thought that was actually just going to be a pop-up, but that is going to be our third double of the game for Álvarez. So this guy is cooking at the dish. As I was about to say, though, like, it's clearly been one hell of a pitching duel here, and I honestly am not expecting to put any more runs on the board here. This is probably going to be a 1-0 or a 2-1 finish, and that's just going to be another pop-up. So after our third double of the game, we still have not made it home, which is honestly pretty brutal. But anyways, it looks like Marte is up to start off the 9th inning. That is, of course, going to be one we need to rob here. If we rob this and still lose the game, I'm going to be so upset. We got it. We just saved a home run, so we're going to keep the game tied. And we got another out after that is... Oh, hold on. I got to lock in here. That should be an easy one. There's no way we let that go. So 2 catches in the outfield from Álvarez. 1 robbing a home run is going to save this game for us. So we are barely going to beat Cincinnati 1-0, which once again is another 2-1 series win for the Rangers. So these boys are loving the 2-1 series wins. But after that, I went ahead and sim past the All-Star break to see how we were holding up. And we've been good, man. We have a 54-42 record. So at the moment, we're not winning the division, but we're not back by a lot. We're only 1.5 games behind Seattle, who's had a great season. I feel like the division race is probably going to come down to the wire, but anyways, our next series is going to be against the Braves, who are 50-47. So this is probably going to be a tough series to win. It looks like we already failed that mission though, because we lost game 1 and 2. So hopefully we can at least take game 3 so we're not going to get swept. And it looks like we have a runner on for Yordan to start off the game. So if we can mark a home run right out of the gate, that would be awesome. I would love to take an early 2-0 lead over this team, considering how they've been doing us lately. I feel like we honestly kind of need to get off to an early lead here. And that's, it's going deep, but I don't think it's going to keep carrying. So that's probably just going to be a pop-up. We're going to get caught on the warning track. So that's not exactly how I wanted to start off the game. And it looks like Atlanta did take a 1-0 lead after that. So we're down 1-0 in the 5th. And I just popped up again in our last at-bat as well. So we're 0 for 2 on the game. And I was kind of hoping for a hit in this at-bat, but we have not gotten a single pitch in the zone. So it's starting to look like we're probably going to get walked here. That's through. There we go. We finally have a hit on the board. Maybe not the smartest decision going after that pitch when we had an 0-3 count, but either way, it worked out. We're on base. So hopefully Peterson can keep the inning going. But of course, it's just going to be an infield fly to end it off. So we're still losing 1-0. And it looks like that 1-0 lead has quickly turned into a 2-0 lead. But if Yordan hits a homer here, we have a chance to take it back. I don't think that's going to leave the park, but that should be a double. Never mind. It is gone. It barely snuck out of here for a 409-foot homer. So that is a 3-run bomb, which means we have a 1-run lead over the Braves, just like that. Unfortunately, Atlanta did tie the game after that, though, and that is going to be trouble. There's nobody out, so they could very well have a chance to walk it off now. That's kind of a bad throw. I missed my target there. I was never going to throw him out at second base to begin with there, but either way, they did not score, and it looks like we're getting taken out. So it's up to the rest of our team to try and win this game in extra innings. And it looks like we're going to do it. We are going to knock off the Atlanta Braves. So thanks to the Yordan Álvarez homer, we are going to win this game. It didn't directly win the game, but if we didn't hit that, we would have lost it. So that is a huge win for the Rangers, which means we're not getting swept. We'll at least get 1 win in this series. So yeah, up to this point, it looks like adding Álvarez to the Rangers has been a big success for Texas. So now I'm going to sim to the playoffs and pray that we can get in. And it looks like the Rangers did have a very strong end to the season, going 94-68, which barely put us over the Mariners. So we are going to win the division, and that was also enough to get the #1 seed. So that means the Texas Rangers are going to be getting a first-round bye in the playoffs. And as you can see, it looks like Yordan is going to be winning American League MVP with a .333 average and 42 homers and 103 RBIs. So dude balled out. So yeah, if we can win MVP and a World Series, this would be a generational year for Yordan Álvarez. But anyways, after the first round bye, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Mariners in the first round. So this is going to be tough. And right out of the gate, it looks like the Mariners already have a chance to put some runs on the board here because they have a runner at second for Raleigh, but it looks like he's just going to pop up. And if he goes to 3, which he is going to do, that is a big mistake because we're going to have him. Hold on, that's actually a lot. He's safe. I thought we were going to have him by a mile there, but I spoke too soon. Either way, he couldn't score to begin with, so it's not going to hurt us. It's still scoreless heading into the bottom of the first inning. That's... Oh, I couldn't square it up. That one looks good, though. Come on, get through. Oh, he's going to make it. And we're going to get thrown out at first. So that's not the best start for Yordan Álvarez at the dish, but it's cool. We still have a whole game to try and come back here. That is a problem. We might be able to rob it, though. We've already robbed one homer in this video. I think I was... Never mind. I thought I was kind of early on that, but we are going to come down with this. So that's another big robbed homer from Yordan. But now we're coming back out here in the 6th inning, and it looks like it's still 1-0. I almost popped one out of here a few innings ago, but we did get caught on the warning track. So I'm 0 for 2 in the game. That's at least dropping. There's no way we're going to score off of that, but that should be a double from Álvarez. Yeah, we're going to be good by a long shot. So we're in scoring position with nobody out. After the double, though, dude just lined out. So there's one down for Burger. It could be a very similar situation here, man. Like, we couldn't do anything. Last time we had 3 doubles in the one game against the Reds. We didn't score once. So I'm hoping this time we can actually get hit home. There's 2 strikes in the count, though. Get through. Come on. There we go. I think we should be able to make it. And we are finally gonna touch home plate with Yordan after a double. So that'll tie the game up at 1 apiece. Of course, though, once again, it kind of looks like it's up to Yordan to try and save this game because they scored another run. So we're down 2-1 in the 8th inning. So we're quickly running out of time here. This is probably gonna be our last at bat unless we go to extra innings or something. Come on, man. I think I made good contact there. I just need to hope it keeps carrying. And it's off the wall. We were inches away from that being a homer, so it's just going to be another double, but again, we're on second with nobody out. We're getting subbed out for a pinch runner here, though, man, so I can't do anything. We got to rely on the team, and we're going to end up losing game 1. So that is not what I wanted to see, man. That's a tough start to the playoffs, especially after the game that Álvarez had. He played pretty well in that one, but to make it even worse... We lost game 2, so our season is on the line now in game 3. This is a must-win matchup. And it looks like the Rangers showed up to this game like their lives were on the line because it looks like we've actually played well in this one. We're up 8-5 in the 9th inning. Is that going to drop too? That could score another run. No way we get thrown out at 2. Never mind, we're good. We got a double with Yordan, so we have a chance to hopefully extend the lead here because even though we're up 8-5, it seems like it's a safe lead, but... I don't trust anything against Seattle. We were up 8-2 at one point, so they've already kind of been coming back here, and Brandon Nimmo just got walked after that as well. So we have loaded bases for Jake Burger with nobody out. So if we can't score a run here, that is going to be brutal. That's going to drop, and it looks like it's going to score 2 as long as we make it. And we're gonna be there. So we have a 5-run lead over the Mariners now. And after taking that 5-run lead, there was no looking back. So we are gonna hold on to this one. We're still losing the series 2-1, but that will keep us alive for now. And it looks like we're in another neck and neck game against the Rangers because game 4 is currently in extra innings right now. Hold on, is that gonna go? Yordan might just give us the lead. That is a home run from Yordan Álvarez to give us a late lead over the Mariners in game 4. So if our pitching can hold on to this, that could very well send us to a game 5. And our pitching did close out the game after that. So thanks to Yordan Álvarez's home run, we are headed to a winner-take-all game 5. And it looks like we've actually got a 7-4 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning right now. So if we can hold on to this, that is going to be a crazy series comeback against the Mariners. Like, keep in mind, we were losing this series 2-0 at one point. That's not going to keep carrying, so we're just going to fly out here. We did actually have an RBI double in the first inning, but since then, it's kind of been quiet for Yordan, and this thing is over, man. It's 11-4, so we are going to come back after being down 0-2 in the series to win 3 in a row and take it 3-2. So that is a crazy comeback from the Texas Rangers, which will send us to the ALCS. And in the ALCS, it looks like we're going to be taking on the White Sox. So this should be an interesting one. Or so I thought it was going to be an interesting series. We're kind of getting destroyed right now. We're down 3-1. So we're not done yet. You saw what we did in the last series when we were down by 2 games. So we could do it again, but it's definitely going to be tough to do that 2 series in a row. And I hate to say it, but it looks like we are basically on the ropes right now. They have a 5-2 lead in the top of the 9th inning. So this is probably going to be Alvarez's last at bat of the video, unless we can somehow pull off a crazy comeback. Before that to happen, we need to get a base hit with Yordan, and then we need to get another base hit and hit a homer or something without getting 2 outs. We're not even going to make it to first with Yordan, though, so our chances are looking pretty tough right now. We're down to our final out. And no surprise, after that, we couldn't do anything. So that's going to be a wrap. It was a good season. I didn't really expect this season to come to an end in Chicago. But to be fair, the White Sox are a good team now. It's not the old White Sox anymore. So I guess congrats to the White Sox. They are finally headed to the World Series. After making it to the World Series, though, it looks like they got cooked by the Padres. So it is not going to be a championship year for the Chicago White Sox. But anyways, even though we couldn't win the World Series, I'd say trading Yordan to the Rangers was still a great success. We made it all the way to the ALCS and we won MVP with Yordan. So we're at least coming home with something. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. But other than all of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.